In this video, I'm gonna try and explain my version of the DC universe because Warner Brothers keeps messing it up. I should probably try and think of better intros. Anyway, after DC had lost all my respect with their live-action universe, I decided I don't care anymore. I'm gonna make my own. Because there's millions of people's versions of what they want to see in the DC cinematic universe on the internet, multiple of them. So I just thought, might as well do my own. I did my own Spider-Man one, if you want to check that out. Maybe don't check that out, because it's not really the best. But anyway, I'm just gonna do this now, because I want to. I'll just split this into 3 parts, because I don't want to make this too long, and plus, it's just easy this way. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to start with my opinion on the DC universe. Just to be clear, I'm not saying that I'm not going to enjoy the DC universe that James Gunn's making at this moment in time, because I'm actually very excited for it. But I'm just, not happy with how it took this long for them to do this. Marvel was not as great as DC, and then their cinematic universe was so much better. How does this happen? Surely with Batman and Superman you can actually make a good cinematic universe. Anyway, I'm wasting too much time. Forget the fact that I'm playing Spider-Man and just listen to my opinions on a DC universe. So I would start off a DC universe with a Batman movie, because, well, Batman's the most popular DC character ever, and I'm just gonna say that the whole DC universe is already established, which is something I'm happy that they're doing for James Gunn's universe, because I do not need to see another Superman and Batman origin stories for the millionth time. I can repeat Batman's full origin story without even reading a book or watching the movie the day before. That's how well I know it. So, this movie would probably be set after Jason Todd's death, and Tim Drake is the current Robin. Yes, he's my favorite Robin. Come on. James Gunn picks favorites. I can pick favorites too. In this movie, the Bat family will already be established, but the main focus will be on Batman and Robin, since Scarecrow is trying to attack the city and just spread his fear toxin, because that's what he does. That's all he does. And Batman's infected with the fear toxin, believing that what happened to Jason's gonna happen to Tim. And also, Nightwing's not in this movie because Nightwing's cool, and if he's in this movie, they'll take away from Batman and Robin's time together. And plus, I'm just gonna say Batman and Nightwing had a falling out or something, and they haven't spoken since. Anyway. So, yeah. But anyway, this movie will show Batman and Robin working together, instead of just showing giving Batman all the spotlight and making Robin just a side character. The movie's titled Batman City of Fear. Not that that's relevant. It's just basically the name of the main story mission in Batman Arkham Knight, which, come to think of it, I should have played it, but I don't care. Anyway. So that's kind of it, and yeah. Next movie is Superman. I'm calling it Superman: Truth and Justice, and basically it's more about Superman with his more family life, and that he's got a child. He's married to Lois Lane. I'm not going to go back to say it's Superman in his early days, because again, I don't want to see that. And so, basically, the whole Justice League is basically already established. Yeah, it is. No origin stories for anyone, except for some characters, if I feel like it. But anyway, so the main villain is Brainiac. He's gonna try and attack Earth for the sole purpose of attacking Earth. That is the whole point. He's the main villain. And anyway, Superman will struggle because he's usually seen as the most powerful superhero. By the way, if you think Superman is the most powerful superhero in the world, and that's the only reason you like him, get out. Well, actually, click off. Yeah, never mind. So, anyway, Superman is gonna struggle against Brainiac because Brainiac was revealed to destroy Krypton. Now, I know sometimes it's probably not Brainiac. Actually, I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with Superman lore. I haven't watched many of the movies, but, you know, because most of them are very outdated. I can't wait for James Gunn's Superman. But anyway, I know Brainiac is sort of most of the time responsible for the destruction of Krypton, so Superman would be struggling to save Earth, his home planet, well, not his home planet, but like the planet he's in that he grew up on, and he doesn't want it to suffer the same fate. And that's basically it. Next movie, again, the next movie is going to be a Wonder Woman movie, and it's going to be set in the 1940s during World War II, and she's teaming up with the Justice Society of America because, you know, they're like the original superhero team, and I believe many people do like the idea of Wonder Woman being a part of the Justice Society before the Justice League, so I'm just going with that there. And basically, she's going to team up with them, learn about the human race, and, well, not the human race, it's not like she's an alien. At least I hope not. Anyway, so Wonder Woman's gonna team up with the heroes of the Earth at that time. Well, basically, she's just gonna fight bad guys. I there's more to the plots, but that is basically it. The heroes fight bad guys. That is basically anything, really. But you can all just think of things that you would like to see in between, because, you know, I'm just gonna say that the viewers can decide what happens in between. Although I did think things through. Like, the main plot's up to me. What happens, happens, okay? The next movie is The Flash, and it's just called The Flash. That's it. And in this movie, The Flash is gonna fight his rogues gallery, like Captain Cold, Heatwave, Captain Boomerang. Is there any more captains? But anyway, and Wally West will become Kid Flash in this movie. Yeah. And actually, Wally West is a really good character, and I'm surprised DC keep just ruining his character. Actually, no, they probably never included him in live action. Unless you count that sort of Wally West from the Flash TV series, but that's not really based on Wally West. It's based on Wally West. I'm only kidding. He was originally Wally West, but, you know, the new 52 version of him, who are completely different characters, but yeah. So basically, yeah, that's it. Flash is kind of younger than the rest of the heroes, but I don't want him to be too younger, because I think the main thing is that he's always kind of just the more younger member of the heroes in the DC universe in most adaptations, because that's kind of how they do it, and I'm kind of just sick of that. Well, I mean, like, it's good, but I mean, like, they keep doing that. I mean, like, it's not too bad, but still. Anyway, next is the Green Lantern movie, which DC should have done more of, because seriously, there hasn't been a Green Lantern movie since 2011. That was over 12 years ago. 13 years ago. That was over 13 years ago. Oh my god, time flies by fast. So anyway, this movie will be focusing on Hal Jordan and John Stewart's Green Lanterns, because they're the main ones. And they're gonna fight the Red Lanterns, who want to destroy the galaxy or something. I'm not too familiar with Green Lantern lore. If only some movie studio actually, you know, had the license to make DC movies and actually use their characters. Warner Brothers. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of it. And basically, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern's also going to be in this movie, but he's going to be more of like that side character that's kind of just like the comic relief of the film. Yeah, that's it. Next movie is actually not one of the main founding members of the Justice League, but an early recruit to the Justice League, which is Green Arrow. Now that I think about it, having a Green Lantern and Green Arrow movie right beside each other is kind of strange, but I kind of don't care. Okay, I do whatever I want. So anyway, this movie's called Green Arrow and Black Canary, hence that it's going to be about Green Arrow and Black Canary. And basically, they go on a mission, fight some bad guys, and probably do things that will just I also don't really know Green Arrow lore as well. I only really know Batman lore. That's kind of a problem. I really need to read more DC comics other than just Batman comics, because I have loads of Batman comics at the moment. Even I'm still reading Batman comics. I haven't even got many. But anyway, so yeah. Next is actually another film, which is a sequel. Yeah, a sequel this time. Finally. Which, now that I think about it, I probably should have made Superman start off the universe, because I got Superman a sequel before Batman now. And Batman was the first movie. Yeah, I don't care anymore. But anyway, the next movie's called Superman vs. the Elite, which is based on the animated movie with the same name. And basically, a group of anti-heroes show up, and they are just causing trouble, killing their enemies, and Batman and Superman, well, Batman's in it for like 1 minute in the movie, just talking to Superman about why they choose not to kill their enemies. And basically, Superman is gonna do something about this, because they're, you know, kind of not doing the right thing, because they're killing their enemies. It's just basically a live-action, longer version of the animated film. It's just a part of another universe. And also, it's revealed that Lex Luthor is actually the boss of them, and he, in the post-credit scene for this film, yeah, this is the only time I'm mentioning a post-credit scene. Well, not the only time, but one of the only times I'm mentioning a post-credit scene. And basically, Lex Luthor shows up in the post-credit scene to talk to the Joker, and basically they're gonna team up and form their own team to fight the Justice League. Yes, that's the post-credit scene. So yeah, now you know what's happening. Next we got the Justice League movie, which finally we're coming to the end of the video. Well, not yet, but so basically we're coming to the end of the chapter 1 of this universe. Yeah. And basically, this movie is going to be Justice League United, or something like that. Justice League versus the Legion of Doom, maybe, but I don't know. So basically, in this movie, the Justice League are going to team up to stop the Legion of Doom. I swear there's more to this plot, but I just can't find the words to describe. But anyway, so the point is that, so Joker and Lex Luthor are going to team up to take on the Justice League, and with their own villains like Cheetah from Wonder Woman, Captain Cold, or maybe someone else from The Flash, and Black Manta from Aquaman. Even though I didn't get an Aquaman movie yet, that's next video. But yeah. Just basically villains from across the DC universe, and they're gonna fight them. Yeah, that's kind of basically it. That's all I can really think of, the cool action sequences. But basically, the Justice League are gonna try and fight for the world, and basically the whole world isn't really too keen on the Justice League. Everyone just doesn't like them. Well, not that they don't like them, it's just that they think that the whole world would want them to be better heroes or some kind of way. But then by the end, they're beaten. The heroes have to shut up, Spider-Man. The heroes. Shut up, Spider-Man. Sorry about that. Anyway, Spider-Man. Now I got Spider-Man in my head. The Justice League will prove themselves as heroes, and that's basically it. I can't wait till I get later on down the universe, because now I actually, because then later on I can get into better detail with more detail plots, because I'm just starting off fresh with like just simple plots, something simple, and then stuff like that. But anyway, in the post-credit scene of the Justice League movie, Darkseid will show up, setting him up as the big bad, because that's basically the main big bad. I would have done something more unique, but then I remembered, I don't care if it's too similar to Marvel with Thanos, or if it's too similar to the Snyderverse where they were going to use Darkseid. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know if James Gunn's going to do Darkseid as the main villain in his universe, because like no matter what, someone's going to complain and say it's either too similar to Thanos from Marvel's Infinity Saga, or it's too similar to Darkseid from, well, even if it is Darkseid, from the Snyderverse, because literally no one's going to be happy. Which is why they should have just done it right the first time. But anyway, the final movie, which, yes, this is the final movie, which isn't Justice League, because I kind of like the one movie coming out after the main film, like the main team-up film would be like, you know, like having like that aftermath, like Spider-Man Far From Home after Endgame, or like Ant-Man after Avengers Age of Ultron, or whatever comes after Avengers Secret Wars. Yeah, Marvel's confusing now. I kind of am starting to like DC more. Yes, I just said that. I even named my channel after Spider-Man, and now I'm starting to get into more DC content. But basically, the final film is going to be Nightwing, and it's just Nightwing. So in this movie, the villain will be Blockbuster, from like who's similar to how he was the main villain in more recent Nightwing comics, where he was like a billionaire. Actually, I don't know if it was recent or not. I can't really count on that. But basically, he's gonna hire Deathstroke, which again is a common Nightwing villain and Teen Titans villain, to kill Nightwing. So it's kind of just like an adaptation of both the current Nightwing comics. Please hope I hope I'm right about that being true. And Teen Titans: The Judas Contract, with, you know, those two as the villains, and well, basically Nightwing's gonna fight them. And by the end of the movie, Nightwing will discover, after Nightwing stops them, he's gonna discover that they're organized crime is happening around Bloodhaven that is related to Gotham, so he has to go back to Gotham City to figure out more about this, and setting up for the next Batman movie that he's going to be in. Yeah, and there'll also be flashbacks to when he was Robin, fighting alongside Batman and Batgirl, and that's kind of it. Yeah, that's basically it now, and that's it. So yeah, I wanted to try and make this sound interesting, but jokes on me, I'm terrible at explaining simpler plots that I need to think more through. But I promise later on it'll get more, you know, complicated. I mean, like, Marvel started simple, and look where they're at. Well, I shouldn't probably say that, because right now Marvel's kind of in a tough spot. Deadpool and Wolverine, please save me from mediocre Marvel movies. But anyway, that's kind of it now. I'm very excited for the new DC universe, but I kind of still want more of what I would have wanted. It's not really what I fully would have wanted. I mean, like, I'm not really too big of a fan of the of everything they've announced so far, but I mean, like, it's good and different, and I'm actually very excited. Like, Superman, The Brave and the Bold, Teen Titans, I'm all very excited for that, but as for most stuff, I'm not too excited. But I mean, like, I have faith in DC. I'm actually very excited for this. I'm also very excited with the Batman universe, if they continue the Batman universe. Anyway, I'll probably, you know what, new video idea I should probably think of. I should probably make a video discussing things that I would change or something for everything that's happening in the DCU or something like that, but I don't know. That's basically it for the video now. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, because I told you to subscribe. I really gotta think of better ways to get subscribers. Well, anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm begging you enjoyed. And have a good rest of the day.